boy simply put the toy figurine inside the cabinet, but to his surprise, when he opened the cabinet again, the toy figurine seemed to have come to life. The boy thought it was fun and wanted to touch it, but unexpectedly, the toy figurine suddenly stabbed him fiercely. Jack quickly explained that he didn't mean to harm the figurine. To gain the figurine's trust, Jack slowly reached out his hand again, allowing the figurine to walk onto his palm. Seeing his beloved toy brought to life by the magical cabinet, Jack was overjoyed. To find a comfortable home for the figurine, he ran to the toy pile and began rummaging through it. He then pulled out a plastic tent to serve as the figurine's house, but the figurine didn't seem to like it. At this moment, Jack had a stroke of inspiration. He turned around and put the plastic tent into the magical cabinet. When the cabinet was opened again, the original plastic tent had instantly transformed into a genuine leather tent. This scene surprised the toy figurine. Initially, Jack thought the figurine could adapt to the new home, but unexpectedly, early the next day, the figurine complained that the tent was uncomfortable to sleep in. He said he wanted to go outside and build a natural grass hut. To help the figurine sleep more comfortably, Jack had no choice but to carry him outside. He then went to prepare tools. Suddenly, he heard the figurine's cry for help. A white pigeon had mistaken the figurine for an insect and launched an attack on him. When Jack opened the box, the toy figurine had already been pecked and injured by the pigeon. However, this was no challenge for the clever Jack. He immediately put a toy medic into the magical cabinet, then threw the medic, who had come to life from the cabinet, next to the injured toy figurine. Upon seeing the injured figurine, the medic instantly understood and prepared to bandage the figurine's wounds without hesitation. To clarify the extent of his toy figurine's injuries, Jack took out a magnifying glass and carefully observed. Unexpectedly, in less than a minute, the medic had successfully bandaged the toy figurine's wounds. Jack wanted to keep the medic around to play for a while, but the medic explained that this world didn't belong to him. With that said, Jack had no choice but to comply with his wishes and put the medic back into the magical cabinet. When the cabinet door was opened again, the medic had instantly turned back into a toy. Just then, there was a sudden knock on the door. It turned out that Jack's mother had heard the sound of talking in the room. Fortunately, the toy figurine wasn't discovered at this time. After the mother left, the toy figurine and Jack sorted out their plans for building a house. The two of them immediately sprang into action without further discussion. Jack even contributed his own fire truck to help. However, just as they were about to start, the toy figurine realized that he didn't have any tools. Unexpectedly, Jack wasn't flustered at all. He ran to the toy pile and took out a knight, putting it into the cabinet. After the knight came to life, Jack took his axe. The knight hadn't even figured out what was going on before he turned back into a toy. Now, the figurine finally had a handy tool. While Ollie was diligently attending class at school, the figurine had already completed the framework of the house.
Yeah, to watch the continuation of the part 2 of this movie, don't forget to subscribe, like and share. Anytime we post our new videos or movie series, you will be the first person to see and watch as well.